A proverb goes like this. The moment a child is born, the mother is born. The mother never existed before, but the woman existed. The mother wasn't. The mother only became a mother when a child was born. So a mother is something absolutely new. God could not be everywhere. So therefore, he made mothers. That's a Jewish proverb. Thank God for good mothers. I was happy when I read this. I said, oh, God, because you couldn't be everywhere, you brought in mothers. So a mother stands in for God. May I propose to you on this note that every Christian woman can be a good mother. It's my prayer that God will cause every woman at the sound of my voice to have the capabilities of being a good mother. Jesus, after having a chat with the Pharisees, decided to leave the place for Tyre and Sidon. This was the place the Canaanite woman came to meet him. This woman really exhibited some good qualities, which today I want us to have a look and consider. Every Christian woman can be a good mother by one, having compassion. Good mothers have compassion. The Bible calls this woman the Syrophoenician woman. She was a Canaanite. She wasn't a Jew. Okay. So Canaanites know little about Christ. But this was a woman with wisdom. May a woman here be full of wisdom. My Bible says that she ran to Christ when Christ was entering Tyre and Sidon. Then there was this word this woman used. He said, Son of David, have mercy on me. That was a revelation. Because Jesus was the son of Joseph and the mother was Mary. So for a Canaanite woman to give God an accolade, Son of David, it means that she understood who Jesus was. May somebody understand who Jesus is. I said, why did she get this knowledge? No, mothers, when we want our husbands to do things for us, we start giving them raps. We start giving them names. There are some names when you mention, they say, you tell me what you want me to do. You get it? That's one of the secrets. So this woman was a wise woman. She knew she was a Canaanite woman. She knew she wasn't worthy to receive that from God. So she started, Son of David. It means I know more about you. Have mercy on me. We've been sitting before the feet of Christ. But the question is, do we know him? May God give us a revelation about him. So Paul said that I might know him. Doesn't mean all this while Paul didn't know him. Paul knew him, but he wanted to know him well. Because if you really know him well, you can tap from him. May God help us to know him well. She said, Son of David, have mercy on me. Real mothers always fight to solve problems in the house. This woman didn't go to Jesus on her behalf, but on behalf of her daughter, on behalf of a problem in their home. Real mothers are not comfortable when things do not go on well. They are so compassionate that we will fight till the work is done. May a woman arise, be so compassionate, cry to God to change things and make sure that solutions abound in the home. Mothers have wombs. We incubate till the issue we keep is fully matured before we release. May God help us. Amen. May God bless some good mothers in the house. It takes only bad mothers to be selfish. There is this story in 2 Kings chapter 6, 26 to 29 about some bad mothers. But we are not bad mothers. We are good mothers. This Syrophoenician woman was so compassionate that she left her dishes. She left the home. Maybe that day she had to go to work. I'm sure she took a day off. Some wise women took days off from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just because a problem had to be solved. This woman ran to God and said, my daughter is sick. I am a virtuous woman. You have given me this girl. I am supposed to present this girl before you whole. Papa, in my hands, things can't mess up. In my home, things can't mess up. You have given me this girl, and I'm supposed to stand and make sure that demon does not mess this girl up. So God, look down with mercy. May a wise woman turn things around in her home. But for the 2 Kings woman, 2 Kings chapter 6, from verse 26 to 29, these women, they were two. They did something so marvelous that even the king was amazed. 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 29. Okay. As the king of Israel was passing by on the wall, a woman cried to him. Okay, so this is another woman's cry. So today we are looking at two women's cry. Another woman also cried to him, help me, Lord, the king. Let's go. Okay. Then the king replied, if the Lord does not help you, where can I get help for you? From the threshing floor or from the wine press? Amen. Okay. Then he asked her, what's the matter? She answered, this woman said to me, give up your son so that we may eat him today, and tomorrow we also eat my son. So we cooked my son and ate him. The next day, I said to her, give up your son, so that we may also eat him. But she had hidden him. She's not a fool. Hallelujah. So this woman didn't bring her son up. Good mothers are compassionate. They don't eat their sons up. When I was reading the Bible, I said, you cooked your son. So when you were stirring the pot and you were seasoning it, it was the hand of your son. And you chewed it. No wonder the king could not imagine. So he said, as the king of Israel was passing, the 30 said, as the king heard it, he tore his robe. How can a good mother chew a son? You don't chew your children, but rather you intercede for them. You don't destroy, but rather you build. There are some women, they destroy, but you are not in to destroy. You are so compassionate, you build. That is why that is why when God told the men, that when you find a wife, you find a good thing. I'm not only happy with the first one, but the second one. And you obtain favor from God. Oh, women, we are blessed. So, mommy, we are blessed, though. At times when I went to Europe small, then I'll go to my husband. Until you married me, you had no favor with God. No, that is scripture, right? Okay. I'm taking it as it is. He said, who told you? I said, oh, read the Bible. He said, until you found me. Although you had favor, it was less. But your favor became full when you had me. That is why the favor should not be less, because you are there. You should be able to stand in and cover. You should be able to stand in and intercede. When there's a good woman in the home, there is no problem, because the good woman will sit up at night, make sure that things are done. Whilst the man is sleeping, you are praying. Whilst the man is snoring, you are praying, because it is you that God gave the womb. God gave you a womb. So if things are not going on well, it's your duty. I said, you don't see chapters about men in the Bible. Women, we have jobs to do. But we have a whole chapter. Proverbs 31 talks about a good woman, I haven't seen any 4 verses that talks about a good man. Today I'm on the menu. Thank you. But you see, God wants to tell us that we have jobs to do. So a whole chapter talks about how good a woman is. And so when the woman is good, the husband is respected at the gate. So if your husband is not being respected, look to the woman. If the man is not honorable, look to the woman. If the man is not making it, look to the woman. The women are to be held responsible. Proverbs 31 says that she will rise up early in the morning. Then she will do this, then she will do this. Then this woman will even buy land. Then this woman will build. Then this woman, I said, hey, it means even chop money, cry. We shouldn't even ask the men, no. No, but this one, the men didn't hear. No, but if you are supposed to go by Proverbs 31, he said that you started small. Then she bought land. Then she built. Then she became what? She was buying from the sheep that was coming. It means whatever the woman was doing was going forward. I see a woman going forward in this house. You will not start small and end small. Rather, you start small and you go forward. Secondly, the real mother, the real Christian mother, she perseveres. She does. When Christ was saying terrible things to this woman, she never gave up. In a way, Jesus looked arrogant. In a way, if it was today, we'll say he's a racist. Perhaps he was mean. Because Jesus could look at the woman's face and say, we don't give some things to dogs. Oh, Yehovah. But here was this woman. There was only one thing at the back of her head. Whether I'm a dog or cat, my child should be healed. The real Christian woman does not take no for an answer. They know that with God all things are possible. They don't say anything goes. We will never say anything goes. Rather, we will say that the best will go with me. John 15:7 talks about Christ saying that if we remain in him and his word remain in us, we should ask anything. Maria Dorosa. We can ask him for anything. So we ask God for our husband's welfare. We'll ask him for our children's welfare. We'll ask him for the welfare of the church. No wonder when Jesus got up, it was the women that, women, may some woman clap. The men were in the room, men. Oh, men. Men. Already forgiven. The men were in the room. Yesterday we saw that an angel came and the men were not there. This one too, when the women went out at dawn, the men were in the room. And the women came to tell them that Christ is raised. I said, Christ is not raising. I see some women rising up. We will not sit down because we will have to do the job. Amen. Then the last. The Christian mother is always humble. May we be humble. Even when Jesus provoked her by calling her names, she still comported herself. She took her composure and replied humbly that, yes, I know I'm a dog, but in the house, the dogs eat the same food the masters eat. Jesus saw such humility as faith. May God see a beautiful woman's faith in this house. This woman had her request granted. Her problem was solved. So 1 Peter 3:3-4 says that our beauty should not be outward. It shouldn't be in lace, yellow, and some necklaces. No. But it should be the adornment of an inner self. Our humility will always make a way for us. God needs a sweet and gentle spirit to work with. In conclusion, the real Christian mother is compassionate. The real Christian mother perseveres. The real Christian mother is humble. May God cause us to have these so that we'll produce good results for our homes.